What's up everyone, it's Jan Bors, new video, new masterclass, Zari, Greece, Marina Satti, staging breakdown. Let's talk! Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, very glad you're here. If you're new here and you're seeing it already and you're not a subscriber, that means that you had already like 10 days or I don't know how much exclusivity and you already could see this, but there are more videos for you to see which are behind this paywall. But also by becoming a subscriber of mine becoming a member of mine, you can support me, you can also support my channel, and to grow this community around it, it's worth it in my opinion. And also you can give me a super like if you just want to support me a different way, or just become a subscriber, comment in the comments below and watch my other videos. This is also a big piece of support, and watch them whole because this actually it's important. Anyway, what is also important for me to tell you what I'm going to do now. I will break down the Marina Satti's song today. Actually not the song itself, but more likely the staging. I'm kind of a fan of the song after all, but I'm not such a huge fan of the staging in the way that, first of all, the disclaimer, it's not like kind of a review or something, it's really like a breakdown what maybe could be done better, what was done very good, or where the idea, which in my opinion was brilliant, especially for the very complicated song at some point, which this is, wasn't executed perfectly. This is it. Idea was great, the execution of the idea, the direction wasn't really made perfect, and this song needed it in my opinion. This vibe needed a little bit extra touch to be perfect, and in my opinion it ended up on the opposite side. It wasn't that good as it probably could be. I think I'm comparing more as it could be, so take it as it is, but I don't want to like say anything else about it. Let's watch it together, let's watch it for the first time, the whole thing, and then I will break down step by step. Let's go. Greece, Zari by Marina Satti and some other people, of course. Perfect light play, nice camera work, some interaction. Actually, already this should hint you what's wrong with the staging, because here actually it's very good. Perfect interaction with the camera. Nice transition. Interaction with the camera. The dancers over here, not very well dressed. One of them have completely different trousers than the rest for some reason. But the focus is on her. In my opinion, they should have been dressed a little bit better, but this is okay detail. Still perfect. Works, dynamics, choreography, camera work, lights, amazingly beating, graphics, support this chaotic elements. In my opinion, it would be a little bit better than she's at some moments alone. Anyway, the focus is here. Like for music awards, if this is a music awards show, this would be a brilliant performance even how it is. But in competition of Eurovision, of staging and so on, not really. Light work brilliant. But there are moments when it's completely shred, doesn't work. This for example in here, this is out. And also it loses this dynamic. Even the song still goes. This nice light work. Again we are back a little bit, but not completely already. To do one shot, it's hardcore, even for the cameraman especially. But they must be instructed perfectly. It doesn't work any. Elements, Greek elements. Again, but it doesn't work, it stopped working. And then this top shot, there is nice transition through the one of the frames of the lights, but it doesn't work at all. This is a message, very internal, no one knows. But it looks cheap. This is not a good idea. It reminds those green screen tries. It just don't look good. Nice camera, nice light transition. Chaos. In my opinion, again, here it loses the right energy it should have. This dance break, which is kind of not a dance break. Again, this doesn't work. It's a very dynamic song, but I will explain, I will break you down why. they get back with this live for like 3 seconds. And then this money moment with this bridge, completely lost, doesn't work. But light work, brilliant. Good, she's very charismatic. I think she made it look better than it actually was. And this is like a critique of how hard it is to execute such idea, because if it's executed perfectly, then it would be maybe the best staging of Eurovision 2024. The reason why it's not and why the competitors are much better is that there are certain amount of details, light, edit, camera work, dress, choreography, all those together, every single detail makes perfect staging stand out, or makes it more perfect, let's say, or getting close to be perfect. And then if you miss one of those details, if you don't do it perfectly, especially in such a complicated idea where almost one shot is, if you don't do it perfectly, then it switch you off. Maybe not you because you were fun, but the audience which are not connected to it here is for the first time. If they are not in the story all the time, and I'm doing this for a purpose, then they are lost, they are out, and I will now break down why. So let's start with this. Of course, I will also comment some details what I would like to kind of have it there, which I think would make it even better. But let's see, this first initial idea of this Reels, TikTok live, whatever it is, social media, I think it's like the Instagram live or Facebook live. This is brilliant. This is a good immersive immediately there. Would be much better because people are not used to look on the horizontal on the vertical like this, because if the verticality on the screen is basically horizontal 16:9 TVs as they are now available, because this format is 9:16, this is 16:9. If on the big screen this looks like this and you have so much black, and this was also my mistake in my opinion when I was staging Friend of a Friend song, that you keep just black. Of course you focus in here, but for here, if they wanted to make it realistic, if they put those bezels blurred, it would be much better. You will completely use it. The whole screen would basically focus you here. Now you have black, and in this case, it's a little bit lost. But what is perfect over here? First of all, the graphics, this works. It narrates, let's say, halftime, but I really like how the light is here, really supporting this ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. This is just brilliant. And then the success of one shot camera is constant interaction with the camera, constant. The camera follows the artist, the camera follows the beat, the camera follows the choreography, but never stops pulsating. Be here, be with them. It's another dancing element, because then nothing will work really, and it takes you off, especially when you're starting narrating it this way with the huge interaction. Show how the camera is responsive. Go here, go off, go here, go off, come in here, hearts, go on the side, stand up with me, turn with me, go here, go there. Let's play it again. You see, because this interaction makes it realistic, makes you immerse, makes you feel it. Imagine if it's static, if it just follows, you won't have it wouldn't work. It would be static. Even she can do whatever she wants, and the light can do whatever it does. Look. Go. Now there will be sides. Ma. She accented it. Ma. So ma is just a word. Ma is supported by gesture, but ma is supported by movement. All together looks good. If one of the elements is not there, wouldn't make sense. Or if on ma just the camera goes, when she, for example, look on the side, it would still make sense. Like this is perfect. Ma, accenting, accent, like those. See, and then they make it the whole screen. This is an amazing effect. Again, if this is blurred, they could still do it. It would look also amazing. Would be even more realistic, better. Still looks nice. The stage looks nice. I like the light work. Even they are not dominant in here. They are very unconscious level supporting, you know it, supporting the beat. But they are really doing it. They supporting the beat, they support the flow, and they are so goodly done that they don't ask for attention, but they keeps you in. Imagine that they are not there, it wouldn't be really good. But this is in my opinion, the light design of this stage was really like done brilliantly with amazing sense of rhythm. So still camera dance, she goes close, interact, camera is like ooh. It's chaos, but it still goes. We reveal the dancers, but the camera is still movement. The dancers are not very well dressed. It doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to her clothes. Of course, maybe Ellie would say something else because she's popping out. I love her dress, but they are having nothing in common, even to each other. One of the guys has completely different trousers. And because she's like this, I think their presence should be a little bit more minimal, even though, let's focus on this, because I think the more mistake is in the camera work. It's not because of the camera, this is always a way of directing, right? Somebody needs to tell what you want. And it starts already here. So what did you find out? Already in here, before it starts moving, find out that when all of them are in the frame, the camera starts to be static, and they are like, but because you are used to that, the camera is doing it all the time, interacting with the movement. It should move also in here. I know that the camera operator would die, probably, but this makes the difference between good and not really. Because then in here, it immediately loses dynamics. Even it's weird because the light supports, right, everything, but this is a camera work, one shot storytelling basically, and you lose it when you create a static camera out of it, because then the narrative you are used to happen, constant movement, is gone. Because in here by lights, the LED screen, everything goes how it should, nice, but just now the interaction, and you see whenever it starts moving, now again doesn't work, but whenever it starts moving a little bit more, you know, it doesn't work. It's a choreography, but it feels empty, it feels low. It doesn't work because you were used to this. It starts like this, you know. It starts like, I'm here for you, the camera. You cannot just leave it, especially not in such moments. She sings for the camera all the time. Nothing. And now, you need to have a moment. You must go with them. Now you're just following them, you know. You must go close, or zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. This is what must happen. You must feel the rhythm because they play with the camera in here as a rhythm maker, and for some reason they lost it. And I think, in my opinion, that's exactly where the mistake of the staging happened. We will see it more because by graphics everything works. It supports this chaos, but the camera stopped doing it because, for example, now it doesn't narrate really. It just goes slowly. This line, what it should do, it should separate completely the crew, follow Marina Satti from the back, go around, spin around her, and make her just do the dances, because she will be spin, the dancers will prepare themselves for the routine, it would be perfect. In here, you lost the narrative. Now it's just a performance. You know, this is for me, for example, distracting that she takes also the dancer with her. At least it should be done that the camera spins around them. It lost this magic of being involved, being part of them. It just did. Even though I don't want to criticize again, idea perfect, execution could be better. It started in here, and I think next time when somebody will be doing one-shot camera, which actually is my big dream. Actually, this is how I expected Italy could do it, a black swan completely, going from behind the backstage on the stage, being about her. Okay, it could be also done in here, but it must be with a constant interaction. So So camera completely is not doing, just basically taking what's happening, and now it's interactive again. Go back. Now, perfect. You see the difference immediately. Go close, but this is again loose because you go close, they go close to you, you go a little bit closer to them. It narrates. Go out. Go close. It should be again and back, but it's static. Even it's. This is a mistake, a little bit of choreography, or she could be completely back to the camera all the time when she goes like this. The camera should go very close as a wide shot. Go around, or if they want to create this, it should be done that the dancers are just cross and then she's ready to look into the camera. Like a natural transition. Because where they go, you know, it makes no sense. And again, ta 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 ta. Camera is like or zoom in, zoom out, something. It's too far, and now the camera goes completely out of them. In my opinion, in here it's completely lost its narrative, absolutely. Nothing. But there will see how big difference makes when there is the interaction. Whoa. It works. It supports the tone. Everything. It's like one huge movement. When you're in, that it's natural for your brain to accept it. That's why this light work is brilliant. Again, nice choreography. It's crazy. It's like a street. You feel like on the street, you know. But the camera, again, you have this moment. The camera should go to you. Go down. Camera goes down and follows your movement and takes you with this and go back. And you're like crazy and then open it. This is like, what? It would be so cool because there are so many beats or accents, like very hard cuts kind of, which helps you to do it. Hardcore for the camera guy, again, hardcore, but he only do what director tells him to do, and the director of this had idea, in my opinion, but wasn't executed the way, or maybe they thought that this is the way. In my opinion, this is exactly not the way. Because everything else supports, just the camera doesn't. Good. Again, go. It's static camera. It already should be a cut for static camera. There's no need for this. And then, this is subjective, right? But this looks wrong. It looks cheap. It looks undone. There is kind of no reason to lie down. Okay, we can take it. If it's more likely, maybe more close shot. I don't know. I'm not a fan. But this is subjective, yes? It just feels. Imagine that you're in the sky and you lie like this. It feels so unnatural. Much better would be to have black or some absolutely neutral graphics on the ground, which would make it make sense. Some, I don't know, some Greek ornament or whatever would make much more sense than a random Google shot, Google Earth. Which maybe it's not random, but feels, you know. And also figure out the beats are still going. Okay, they're static, but there is no supporting of music. This is just this moment. Of course, they want to support this na 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 na, this slow down atmosphere, but it's not it. Because I don't feel it. It didn't go from the mouth. I didn't feel her expression immediately. Should have been done like not by dancers, because they are dressed the way that they are not taking attention, so you will never look at them. And when they should do some very important thing for choreography, for example, drag your attention that they are the tempo makers now, you already forgot about them, because she is the star, they are the staffage, Good, it's important, but then you cannot make them the center of the attention. You just cannot do this because your eye not focusing, you don't know. So again, the dynamics is lost because your focus is lost to it. Use the most effective things: light, edit, and camera. Those are the most effective stuff. Or do it like Israel, where they used choreography for exactly those elements perfectly. But it was also shot again, camera, edit. Because here you can see they're basically telling like, shh, do it. You're not there. It doesn't work this way. Because you look here, you don't focus on this guy. You just don't see him. He doesn't exist, kind of. Sorry, but it is what it is. Lights. Works. Okay, chaos. Whatever, chaos. But again, they are spinning, right? It should be more narrative, but okay, would be much nicer if also the camera goes through. Okay, detail, subjective. But now the camera goes off, and they are doing this. Nice routine. Again. Ta, ta. You were supporting it till then. Now you forgot about to support it. Maybe those lights, but it's so many lights that you cannot see any light. So the beat is lost in this way. But in here, zoom, 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 zoom. That would be the thing. That would make it crazy alive, because this is what the song is. Keep it what it is. I know it's hard. I think they tried. They did, but I see it from different eyes, so I can give this feedback, you know. Again, it's lost. For example, here dominant light is this. It's a dominant light. It should beat. But of course it creates contra, you know, so there should be at least those frames or something like. Now it looks like a normal awards show in Greece, Czechia. Czechia don't have such a good looking shows, but it should look better. They are doing this. Nothing. Choreography doesn't exist. Now you have ole, ole. This is. Where is it? This should at least put ole, ole, or the camera. Ole, ole. Or not this, because you lose completely the atmosphere. It's dark. It's dark. Of course, they want to tell something with this, some social media stuff. It's few seconds to take it. It's good for me when I can think about it. It's good for fans who are going through it a million times and see so details. When I see it for the first time, you don't want me to think if the thought of the song, of the staging is it's not clear. It's a pure design. Make it clear design. It was brilliant on those social media, especially if it's in Greek. No one understands the language. No one, just Greeks and some few people, you know. Don't sell those things. Makes no sense. Make it make sense. So again, and there is one thing which for me it's a little bit sad. They put this social media. I think why it wasn't there all the time somehow, actually, or something, because it started like that. They could go back to this framing. They should use it, you know. They have the technology, so they could do it. But or don't put it at all, because now it's confusing. Why it's after for 1, 2, how many seconds? Let's see. 1, 2, 3 seconds is there. One shot. It doesn't work. It's confusing. But let's finish it. They support the beat, but now the dominant part is that should go on her detail and doing some dance routine. Be dark. No, it's not. It doesn't work. So again, it's a point of lost. This is the most important, you know. Or go now with the dancers, and they are spinning like 1, 2. It would work on all, and the last is her. So they are lost. You need closer. It doesn't have this deep atmosphere. You need to see feet. they do this slow-mo move. They don't feel devilish, you know? It feels like it lost energy completely. Light work in here, almost perfect. She, in my opinion, brilliant artist in the way how she performs. Really, this is like a joy to watch. She has this spark, this hate in herself, this anger. You can feel it, that it's authentic. It feels authentic. I don't care if it's practice or not. She sold me perfectly. She's the best part of the staging, 100%. The camera work and editing is not the part. It has the idea. The execution wasn't at least perfect, but then it cannot narrate properly. And this is the conclusion from my masterclass, that all those elements together are very important. If you make one element dominant, which in this case is camera work, you must fulfill it. Focus then more on this than the lights, because this is the narrator. The lights are accessory, let's say, they are secondary. Of course, every single detail is important, but perfectionize the main thing, then focus on the secondary. Because in here, the camera work is the main thing. It was done for one-shot camera, but that must be done perfectly. And if they do this TikTok style, it must be extremely reactive, extremely. It basically dances with the dancers. If it's not done like this, it wouldn't work. The dynamic is lost. The camera on gimbal, or in this case Steadicam, cannot work statically. It's just postponed its purpose. It's not logical. Why it should stop? If they stop, it is like stop. When the gesture is like clear, stop. For example, this is what we did in with Lake Malawi. There was also we need to train when Albert goes around the frame. He also stop and then like come with me, because they, for some reason, they were doing it even when we said it, but it's hard to, I think, cope with that. If you go constantly, you lose the action. You must stop the action, start a new one. Stop the action, start a new one. It's easy like this to say, but it must be done in all the teamwork. In here didn't work. That's why this staging is far from perfection, even though I still love the song. I'm enjoying it, and I'm also enjoying your comments in the comments below, so I cannot wait for your comments. Write them in the comments below. If you're not a member of this channel, please consider becoming a member. Exclusive content, supporting this channel, supporting me, growing the community. Let's do it together. Brilliant. You can also give me a super like if you like, and also you can give me just a normal like, watch the video, watch my other videos and reactions, and that's it. See you there. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.